does someone make it then?
Welcome everyone. I'm just trying to set up the TikTok end of the live session. Just give me a few minutes. Welcome everyone. Just give me 2 more minutes. I'm trying to set up the TikTok end of the live. Please, if you can hear me, I'd like to see a comment so I'll know that you guys can hear me.
Oh, my belly shall flow river.
Okay. Thank you for your patience. I think the TikTok end is now set up. Please, I want to confirm if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so okay. Try, try. I'm just trying to make sure that both ends are uh, well connected before we start. Okay, okay. I think from what I can see, we're okay. So please, I appreciate it if you tap on the screen so that other students can join the class. Thank you. want to confirm that. I'll be sure that you guys can hear me clearly. Can you guys hear me? Guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Kokitsu. Yeah. Okay, so today we're looking at indices. Before we go into the laws that govern indices, we need to first of all know what indices actually is. You see, most times when students are learning mathematics, they don't know what the topic is about, therefore they cannot really understand what the whole concept is about. So an indices is a number that is in index form. So indices, index. So the plural of index form is indices. Okay? So a number is said to be I just want to confirm if this pass. Okay, I think it's okay for TikTok. Let me see on YouTube, please. Okay, it's also okay on YouTube. Okay. The number is said to be index form when it multiplies itself lots of times. So a number is said to be in index form when it multiplies itself lots of times or a couple of times. So for example, if I have the number t to the power of 3, t to the power of 3, t to the power of 3 is a number in index form. But what does this mean? T to the power of 3 simply means t is multiplying itself 3 times. So it means t times t times t. So whenever you see something like this, t to the power of 3, it means that t is multiplying itself 3 times. If you see something in this form, 4 to the power of 5, it means that this number here is multiplying itself 5 times. So it is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. So a number in index form shows that a particular number is multiplying itself a couple of times. Okay? So this power, this number here shows how many times this number is multiplying itself. This one here shows how many times this one is multiplying itself. Yeah, Mutsa, how are you? It's been a long time. Of course I remember you. How is your mom? Hope she's doing well. Say hello to her for me. Okay. So Musa, help me tap on the screen. Thank you. So 4 to the power of 5 means 4 is multiplying itself 5 times. So whenever you have a number in index form, for example, you have 2 to the power of 5. So 2 to the power of 5 is a number in index form. So what does this number here mean? And what does this number mean? Or what is this number called? What is this number called? This number here is called the power or exponent, while this other one is called the base. Okay, so take note of this. The smaller one at the top is called the power or exponent, while this one over here is called the base. So as we go along, we're going to see how these two interplay with each other. Okay, so let's go through what we have just done, because the next thing we're going to do is go looking at the laws of indices. Okay, so a number is said to be in index form when it multiplies itself lots of times. Okay, so we looked at t to the power of 3. t to the power of 3 means t is multiplying itself 3 times. We also looked at 4 to the power of 5. 4 to the power of 5 means 4 is multiplying itself 5 times. And then we said that when you have a number in index form, it consists of two numbers, the number at the top, power, the number at the bottom, which is a larger number, is called the base. So both of them together is called indices or index number. So a combination of both of them is called index number. So an index number or a number in indices or an index number here is made up of two numbers, the power and the base. Okay, so now we are going to see the laws governing how to solve questions on indices. So let's continue. We are going to look at laws of indices. The first law of indices is the addition law. What does the addition law state? When you are multiplying two index numbers with the same base, all you need to do is add the powers. Okay, so that's the summary of the law, the addition law. When you are multiplying two index numbers with the same base, you simply add the powers or exponents. So whenever you are multiplying two numbers or two index numbers with the same base, so one of the things you must check is, are the bases the same? So for you to apply this law, the bases must be the same. So for example, if you have a to the power of b multiplied by a to the power of c, in this situation, both bases are the same. Both bases are a, although the powers are different, but the bases are the same. So once you are multiplying indices with the same base, all you need to do is add the powers. So this will be equal to a to the power of b plus c. So you pick one of the two bases and then you add the powers. You pick one of the two bases and then you add the powers. How do we know that this is correct? How do we know that this law is correct? We are going to see how we can confirm that. Okay? So can I go ahead to wipe this off and then write something else? 20 seconds. While those of you on YouTube are writing, and every other person too on TikTok is writing, if you want to join the WhatsApp group, all you need to do, if you're on TikTok and you want to join the WhatsApp group, all you need to do is go to my bio, click the link, and then there are different options. Click on the option that says join the free WhatsApp group. So you can just join, because when you are part of the WhatsApp group, you have the opportunity to vote for the topic we are going to learn. Also, we also have a second group, an interactive group for students, where you can ask questions among yourselves and help each other out. So let's continue. So let's see why this is correct. Let's say I have b to the power of 5 multiplied by b to the power of 2. b to the power of 5 multiplied by b to the power of 2. Applying this law of addition, we observe that the bases are the same. Therefore, we need to add the exponents. So b to the power of 5 plus 2. b to the power of 5 plus 2 is going to give us b to the power of 7. Correct? It's going to give us b to the power of 7. But how are we sure that our answer is correct? Remember, a number in index form shows how many times the base is multiplying itself. So b to the power of 5 is B times B times B times B times B. B multiplying itself 5 times. That's what it means when we say B to the power of 5. And it is multiplying B to the power of 2. That means it is multiplying B times B. So since all these values are multiplying each other, in multiplication you have the uh, cumulative rule where no matter how you arrange the multiplication, you are supposed to get the same answer. So all we need to do is remove the brackets, and we have B times B times B times B times B times B times B. So just by removing the brackets, we can see that B is multiplying itself 7 times. And when B multiplies itself 7 times, it simply means B to the power of 7. Because the exponent shows how many times the base is multiplying itself, right? So B to the power of 7. So this proves to us that whenever you have two bases that are the same multiplying each other, all you need to do is add the exponents to get your answer. So let's look at another example. Let's look at another example. Let me wipe this off. Hope I can wipe this off. Those of you on TikTok, because the phone I have in front of me is connected to TikTok, I think I should also connect myself to YouTube. Probably I need a second phone. Okay, so but let me wipe this off. Let's look at another example. Okay, so if we have example, so remember we are still on the first law, the addition law. If you have 5b to the power of 2 multiplied by 2b to the power of 3. So let's see how to solve this. 5b to the power of 2 multiplied by 2b to the power of 3. So the safest way to go about this is the two numbers, which are the coefficients, put them in one bracket. 5 times 10, and then sorry, those on YouTube, it seems the internet was disconnected. Sorry about that. Okay, so 6x to the power of 2 multiplied by 3x to the power of 0. So just as we did in the previous example, we bring the numbers together. So this will be 6 times 3 into x to the power of 2 times x to the power of 0. Are we correct? Okay, so next we multiply these two values together. So this will give us 6 times 3 will give us 18. And then we have x to the power of 2 plus 0. X to the power of 2 plus 0. X to the power of 2 plus 0. And x to the power of 2 plus 0 is going to give us 2. So we have 18x to the power of 2. That becomes the answer. 18x to the power of 2. Thank you so much for joining the live, all of you. I so much appreciate your presence. Thank you so much. Those of you on TikTok, you can join my WhatsApp group. The link to join the WhatsApp group is on my bio. You can just click the link and then you find your way to the WhatsApp group. Okay? So while we wait, I'd like you guys to solve this question. Where do I write it? 4x to the power of 3 times x to the power of 5 times 5x to the power of 2. Yeah, I'd like you guys to solve this. Let's see. In 2 minutes before, and then we'll go to the next law of indices. 4x to the power of 3 times x to the power of 5 times 5x to the power of 2. So that there will be no confusion, let me just change it to dots. So the dots represent multiplication. So 5x to the power of 3 multiplied by x to the power of 5 multiplied by 5x to the power of 2. If you cannot, when you have your answer, if you cannot write it in this form, you can just write it as a statement. V, if you want to write O level, you can just join my WhatsApp group, and little by little, you'll be prepared for it. You'll be prepared for it. My live classes hold Wednesdays 8 p.m. Nigerian time, Fridays 8 p.m. Nigerian time. At least for now. Those are the times for my live classes. So, hope you guys are attempting this question. Let me see what the YouTube session is like. Those of you on YouTube, I'm so glad that you joined. Thank you. I believe you guys are from the WhatsApp group. At the end of the class, I'll be giving you guys an assignment. The assignment is just for those on the WhatsApp group, because if you're not on the WhatsApp group, there's no way we can receive your assignment and know what you've done. So at the end of the class, you have an assignment to practice. Okay. So let's continue. Has anybody gotten the answer? 20x to the power of 10, okay? 20x to the power of 10. Someone else, 20x to the power of 10. Okay. Oh, the YouTube comment section seems to be blocked. I'll find a way to work on that. Just give me a minute, let me see. It's my first time on using YouTube, so sorry. So let me see. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so many persons are getting the answer as 20x to the power of 10. Let's see how that goes. So let's see. So we have 4x to the power of 3 multiplied by x to the power of 5 multiplied by 5x to the power of 2. So bringing the numbers together, the coefficient of x here is 1, so we have 4 times 1 times 5, and then in the second bracket we have x to the power of 3 multiplied by x to the power of 5 multiplied by x to the power of 2. So 4 times 1 times 5 will give you 20. Then you have x to the power of 3 plus 5 plus 2. 3 plus 5 plus 2 is going to give us 10. So we have 20x to the power of 10. Okay, well done, guys. Well done. Well done. Okay, so let's look at subtraction law. So we've seen addition law. Let's look at subtraction law. Subtraction law. So we've seen how to solve questions on indices when it involves multiplication of the bases or multiplication of the indices. So in that situation, we are going to add the exponent. But when you are dividing index numbers, with the same base, all you need to do is subtract the second exponent from the first exponent. So when you are dividing index numbers with the same base, subtract the second exponent from the first exponent. So if you have a to the power of b divided by a to the power of c, all you need to do is a to the power of b minus c. A to the power of b minus c. Please help me tap on the screen so that other students can join the live. Please tap on the screen. Thank you so much. Let's take the likes to 5,000 likes. Help me take the likes to 5,000 likes. Thank you. Okay, so when you have the same basis and you are dividing, all you need to do is subtract the second exponent from the first exponent. So we're going to look at a few examples. Thank you so much for tapping on the screen. So let's look at a few examples. I'm going to wipe this off while I leave this. So if you have y to the power of 6 divided by y to the power of 2, y to the power of 6 divided by y to the power of 2. So what you're going to have using this subtraction law is y to the power of 6 minus 2. And that will give us y to the power of 4. Very simple. How do we know that we are correct? How do we know that what we are doing is correct? Remember, y to the power of 6 is y times y times y times y times y times y. Y to the power of 6 means y is multiplying itself 6 times. So let's write that. Y times y, y times y times y. So y to the power of 6, okay, we still have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y to the power of 6 means y is multiplying itself 6 times, divided by y to the power of 2, divided by y to the power of 2 is y times y. So we have y times y. So let's see what is going to be left. 1y is going to cancel out 1y. 1y is going to cancel out 1y. So how many y will be left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Y to the power of 4. So that confirms that this process is correct. Okay? So it confirms that that process is correct. Whenever you have two index numbers with the same base, one dividing the other, all you need to do is subtract the